BeeCreative Crafts. Today I'm going to take my basket of scrap yarn here and I'm going to show y'all how to make a granny square. This is a traditional granny square. I want to go over a couple of things before we get started. With your granny square, each round is going to be consisted of these little granny clusters, which is 3 double crochet. Each round is going to increase by 1 granny cluster per side. So on round 1, you're going to have 1. Round 2, you'll have 2 of the little clusters for each side. Then on round 3, you'll have 3. And so on and so forth. For this one, it's 5. So you'll see here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clusters per side. Okay, now we're going to come back to this swatch here in just a minute. I'm going to show you how to add a second color. This here is just a variegated color changing yarn. I'm not sure what brand or what the colors are. It was just something that was given to me and I thought it was really pretty. Alright, let's get started. Okay, we're going to start out with a slip knot and then we want to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to work a slip stitch into this first chain. Take your hook. For slip stitch, you're going to insert the hook, yarn over, and then you're going to pull the yarn through both loops on the hook. And now you've created a slip stitch. And what you've done is you've created a ring. Now this ring, we're going to work all of the stitches for our first round into this ring. So chain 3, 1, 2, 3. And this chain 3 counts as your first double crochet of this round. So we're going to yarn over and now we're going to work 2 double crochet into the ring. 1, 2. And now you've created your first granny cluster. Chain 2. And then we're going to work 3 more double crochet into this ring. I go ahead and work my tail in as I go so that I don't have to weave it in at the end. So we're going to yarn over, again 3 double crochet into this ring. 1, 2, 3. Chain 2. Now some patterns will call for a chain 3 in the corners, and that's fine, both are correct. I know Lion Brand calls for a chain 2, whereas the Red Heart or Yarnspirations patterns generally call for a chain of 3. For this tutorial, I'm going to do a chain 2. Okay, so now we're going to work 3 more double crochet into that ring. 1, 2, 3, chain 2. And what we're doing is we're creating our sides. The chain 2s count for your corner, and then the granny clusters are your sides. So we've got 1 more side to go, so we're going to work 1 more set of 3 double crochet into that ring. 1, 2, 3. Now I go ahead here and I give my tail a tug, and that's going to close up that center ring here just a little bit. For this last corner, I do things a little different. Most patterns will have you chain 2 and then slip stitch over so that you start in this corner. Rather than do the slip stitches, what I do is I work a double crochet into this top chain of my beginning chain 3, the one that I told you would count as your first double crochet. So we're going to work a double crochet. So yarn over into this top chain of that original chain 3, we're going to work a double crochet. And what this does is it gets me into the center of this corner here so that I don't have to slip stitch over. I'm ready to go ahead and start my next round. So chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and into this double crocheted corner here, we're going to work 2 more double crochet. 1, 2, and this chain 3 that you just did is just like the beginning. It counts as your first double crochet of this round. Now we're going to chain 1, skipping these 3 double crochet cluster. We're going to skip this cluster here, and we're going to work into this corner. In this corner, we're going to work 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, and then 3 double crochet into this same corner space. 1, 2, 3. And what you've done is you've created your corner for your next round. Chain 1. Again, skip the granny cluster, skip these 3 double crochet, and we're going to work into this corner space. Again, we're going to work 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, and 3 double crochet into that same corner space. 1, 2, 3, chain 1, skip the 3 double crochet, work into the corner space, 3 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, chain 2, 3 more double crochet into that same space, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, and now you're back to the beginning. We've already worked half of our corner, so we're going to go ahead and work 3 more double crochet into this first chain space. 1, 2, 3, and then work a double crochet into that top chain of that first chain 3. Okay, let's take a look at it. And now we've done two rounds. So as you see here, you have 2 clusters on each side. Okay, let's go ahead and do another round. So we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then into this corner space, we're going to do 2 more double crochet. 1, 2, chain 1. And now for every row after this, you're going to work 3 double crochet into this chain 1 space, and for every corner space, you're going to work 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. So into this chain 1 space, work 3 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, and then in this corner space, 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. So that's 1, 2, 3, chain 2, and 3 double crochet into that same corner space. 1, chain 1. We're back to a chain 1 space, so we're going to work 3 double crochet, and then we'll chain 1. So that's 1, 2, 3. Chain 1, and now we're back to the corner. And we're going to work our 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, chain 2, 3 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, into the chain 1 space, work 3 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, back to the corner, 3 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, chain 2, and into that same space, 3 more double crochet, 1, 2, 3, chain 1 space, so we're going to work 3 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, and then we're going to work 3 more double crochet into that original corner space, 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to go ahead and end this round so I can start a new color. So instead of doing a double crochet across here, I'm going to work 2 chains, so 1, 2, and then I'm going to do a slip stitch into the top of this original chain 3. Now y'all notice that I've been going through both sections of this chain. You do not have to do that. You can go through the back section and it's going to give you that same effect. So slip stitch on through. Then you can go ahead and fasten off your yarn here. Always go ahead and do another chain and then go ahead and give that a pull tug and snip that yarn. Okay, so there we have our small square. Now I'm going to grab my original swatch that I started out with and I'm going to show you how to join a second color. Okay, to join a color, you're going to want to start in any of the corners. It doesn't matter which one, just pick a corner, grab a complementary yarn. I'm going to be using this burnt orange. I'm not sure what brand it is. It's just some I had in my stash. The way I join, I go ahead and start with a slip knot. You can join in whichever method you feel most comfortable with. I always do the little slip knot. Then we're going to start in this corner here. And we're going to work a slip stitch. Pull through and then go ahead and pull through that. And then I give it a tug. And what that does is it tightens up my original slip knot and it locks my yarn down. Then I'm going to pull my yarn back through. That way it gets locked down my tail. So I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Remember, this counts as your first double crochet of the round. And then we're going to work 2 double crochet into that corner. 1, 2. Now you've created your first cluster, and then the rest is just like the other rounds that we've been doing. Chain 1. And then in each of the chain 1 spaces, you're going to work 3 double crochet, chain 1, and in every corner, you're still going to work your 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. We'll go ahead and do this first section together. Okay, so inside this chain 1 space, we're going to work 3 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, 3 double crochet into the chain 1 space, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, 3 double crochet into the chain 1 space, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, 3 double crochet in the chain 1 space, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, and then we're back to our corner, so we'll do 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, chain 2, and then 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3. And that's all there is to the granny square. And again, this is just the traditional, and you'll notice we just started our next round, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this was 6 across, so you'll have 6 going down on either side, and then 6 across the bottom. I hope y'all have enjoyed this tutorial. Please like and subscribe. Leave any comments and pictures of your projects down below. I'd love to see what y'all make. Have a fabulous day, and until next time, happy crafting!